Motivation is the friend who shows up with fireworks and disappears before the cleanup. Discipline is the neighbor who mows your lawn when you're sick. One is exciting. The other changes your life. Every January, millions of Americans promise themselves this will be the year everything changes. Gym memberships surge. Business plans are written. Investment apps are downloaded. A few weeks later, most of those promises quietly disappear. Yet some people keep moving forward without looking any more motivated than everyone else. So what separates them? The biggest obstacle isn't a lack of ambition. It's depending on a feeling that was never designed to last. Motivation is emotional. It arrives when life feels exciting and disappears when life becomes ordinary. The problem is that financial progress is built during ordinary days, not exciting ones. That's what makes discipline so easy to overlook. Nobody posts the hundreds of mornings they woke up and simply did the work. Nobody celebrates another day of learning a skill, improving a business, or making steady progress. We only notice the promotion, the successful company, or the growing investment account. The years of repetition remain invisible. Think of discipline like planting a tree. Watering it once changes nothing. Watering it every day eventually creates something impossible to ignore. Wealth often works the same way. Small actions repeated consistently grow into opportunities that appear sudden from the outside. Consider two co-workers who start with the same salary. Both have similar experience and similar goals. The first waits until inspiration arrives before improving new skills or pursuing bigger opportunities. The second keeps learning a little every week, even when it feels boring. A year later, the difference seems small. 5 years later, they're living completely different financial lives. Not because one was more talented, but because one stayed consistent while the other waited for motivation. This pattern appears almost everywhere. Employers trust people who consistently deliver. Customers return to businesses they can rely on. Valuable skills grow through repetition, not bursts of energy. The biggest opportunities usually arrive after months or years of work that nobody noticed. The surprising part is that disciplined people don't necessarily have stronger willpower. Instead, they remove as many decisions as possible. Their routines make important actions automatic. They don't wake up asking whether they feel like working toward their goals. The decision was already made long ago. That changes everything. Instead of measuring success by how motivated you feel today, measure it by how consistently you show up over time. Build routines that survive bad moods, busy weeks, and difficult seasons. Progress becomes far more predictable when it no longer depends on emotion. Motivation can start a journey. Discipline is what carries it through uncertainty, boredom, and setbacks. Years from now, your financial future won't remember how inspired you felt on any single day. It will reflect the small actions you repeated when nobody was watching. That's where lasting wealth quietly begins.